Salam alaikum. Sorry for the sun glare on the screen. Salam alaikum, alaikum salam, buenos dias. Peace and blessings be to all. Pray you guys are doing great. Family members and all are doing well. Making the donuts like always, guys. Here in the city of brotherly love. The Liberty Bell, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Wow. Woo, times are hard, times are tough. A lot of things going on here out in this world. Difficult things, difficult times. You would think it will get better, you know, in the areas where we live at, but woo, in this time, or the time that we live in, the era, stuff is just crazy out here, man. No respect for your elders, no respect for your mothers and fathers, no respect for grandparents, no respect for people in general these days. This generation is going wild, man. Crazy. Anyway, the reason why I came here today is because I wanted to speak a little bit about the way we humans, right? And a lot of us do it. There might be some that don't, which I doubt, but a lot of us do it. And what we do, and what I'm speaking about, is putting barriers. Sometimes we put barriers, right, in life and in things that we are capable of doing. We put these imaginary boundaries. And I say imaginary because these are things that we make up. You know, we look at it or we perceive it to be something impossible. You know, we put walls, invisible walls, in front of us, to the side of us, behind us. And these things and these invisible things that we put in place is a lot of the times is what prevents us from moving forward, from doing the things that we want to do. And we have to learn to catch ourselves when we're doing that. And, you know, we human, you know, we do things that, and we put these invisible walls and these invisible things without sometimes not even putting really much thought. We just look at it a certain way and that's it. You know, I can't do that. I can't make it to that. I can't reach that. I can't get to that place or to that thing. You know? And this is us, ourselves, our own selves. We're putting limitations of what we can't and can't do without really evaluating and understanding that there's no limitation there. You are the one that's putting this limitation. Not anyone, not anything, is you. And we got to learn to overcome this. Overcome these invisible walls that we put. Overcome these barriers that we put. Overcome these we can't. We got to start looking at things and try to say to ourselves, I can, I could, I will, I want, I'm gonna do. You know, instead of putting the wall, think of it as there's no wall there. There's just possibilities. And work on that. Don't close yourself off. Don't put yourself in a circle that you can't get out. And in reality, you could get out. It's just an imaginary circle that you are putting yourself in. It's just an imaginary wall that you're putting up. You know, we always do things, and not always, let me correct that. Some of us do things without not even thinking. Some of us think ahead before we do what we do or say what we say. Some of us just talk like I do. And a lot of things, you see, I come out here and I just talk of whatever. Just like right now, I'm talking about this. This just came to my mind. Wasn't thought, wasn't planned, wasn't written, wasn't script, wasn't read. It just came out. And I turned on the camera and I started talking. You know, a lot of us feel a pain, literally a pain. And we put a wall. We let that pain control us. We let that pain rule us. Yes, I understand that there's pain, physical pain, there's mental and emotional pain, there's spiritual pain. Give me 1 second, guys. Buenos días. Sorry about that, guys. And these are things that, yes, we have to go through and we have to, you know, work on and overcome and stuff like that. But a lot of things in life, we are the ones that are putting those barriers. We are the ones that put those barriers before us, behind us, to the side of us, underneath us, on top of us. We can't think outside of the box. We are so boxed in, imaginary boxed in, that we can't think outside of the box. We can't do things outside of the box. And in reality, we can. It's just we are doing it to ourselves. We are putting ourselves in that predicament. And you guys will ask yourself, what does this have to do with Palo and Kisimalongo, whatever? Apply it to yourself and what it's applicable to you, of what you put in the box of yourself, what you put a wall up. Everybody have different situations, you understand, in life. And there are some that put walls up and barriers for different things. Mental barriers, invisible barriers, invisible walls, visible circles, invisible boxes. If you don't try something, you can't say you couldn't do it. You can't do that. You know, if you don't make effort to do something, you can't say, I can't do it. Because you have never tried to get out of the box. You have never tried to get out of the circle. You have never tried to look beyond, over past that barrier that you put. So you could never say, I can't do it. I can't reach that level. I can't reach that potentiality. You know, this is just things that we as human beings, we put in our lives in different aspects. I'm not talking just in Kisimalongo. It could be something that has to do with Kisimalongo as far as barriers and as far as things in Kisimalongo. But in general in life, we put a lot of barriers. We put a lot of buts and a lot of ifs. And I am one that used to do this a lot. For certain things. Because I've always been a person that, due to the lack of education, right, going to school, then I always see myself like a person that will be very difficult to obtain a credible job, to obtain a financial stability that was, you know, recognized, that was good, that was something that could hold me, you know, and my family. So I took it upon myself to learn as much as I could learn about doing things that have to do with using my hands and my mind, you know. And what I'm referring to is Learn plumbing. I learned plumbing. I learned how to electricity. Deal with electricity, deal with amperage, deal with voltage. I learned piping, how to weld, how to solder, how to braze, how to sweat. I learned how to weld different, MIG weld, TIG weld, stick weld. I put myself and I forced myself, and I even bought the tools and the machines to practice and to learn how to do things. Mechanic work. I've done mechanic work all my life. And I never did it, never went to school a day in my life for mechanic. For none of these trades I went to school for. You know, I put my own heating system in my house. I put my own HVAC system in my house. You know, and now with technology and YouTube videos, it's easier for you to do things, you know, to those. But, you know, this is in this sense, you know, of learning how to do things. You know, I've been into so many things and got into so many things because it has always interested me to better myself. You know, 3D printing was something that only big manufacturers could have, you know, had. 3D printing came out in a small package for the regular person like me and you. And what I did, I bought me a 3D printer and I started 3D printing things. Yeah, I messed up and here and there, but I learned how to 3D print. ABS, ASA, PLA, PTG, you know, all these type of plastics and other derivatives and mixtures of what these machines can melt to a certain degree to make parts and make things. Did I build a business out of it? No, but I chose to learn the concept. What is it good for? Laser engraving. I bought me a laser engraver and I started laser engraving for myself to learn, to see what it's about, how does it function, what does it take for this machine to do what it does, and how much knowledge do I have to learn to be able to learn the programs and the softwares. You know, did I make a business out of it? No, I used it for me. CNC. You know, CNC machines are made, they make a lot of parts out of it. You know, a lot of billet boxes and all that made, you know, and cut from CNC machines. See, a 3D printer is something that builds upon, it adds material to what you have in your program. A CNC is different. A CNC, you put a block of steel, you put a block of aluminum, and in the program, you make and you design what you want, but at the end, the CNC cuts out the part. It doesn't add to the part like a 3D printer. 3D printer adds material to make your part, to make what you did. A CNC cuts out the part out of what you have made on the software and how you want it. Anyway, I'm just giving you guys examples. I'm not here to boast or anything. I don't know nothing. If you take a piece of paper, right, and I seen this years ago. I was watching YouTube videos on insects and animals and stuff like that, and I came across a couple of channels. First, I came across a channel with an ant. The guy puts a piece of paper down. There's a piece of paper on the table, and he puts an ant on there, and he draws a circle around the ant, and the ant thinks that it can't come out that circle. It senses that it can't come out that circle. And the ant looks and looks to see if it could come out, and eventually it does come out. And the man draws another circle, or the person behind there, and the ant thinks and thinks it can't get out, until the ant finally says, yeah, I could get out, and comes out. Just by drawing a circle around it with a pencil, a marker, a pen. The senses telling it, fooling it that it can't get out. but at the end it does come out. Then I seen one with a spider. They do the same thing. The spider tries to get out until it senses it. It's like, yeah, I could get out of this. You know, this is not holding me back. I think it's holding me back. You know, I'm just talking like this, like humans, like they talk like humans. Just follow me till the spider comes out. And the man, every time the spider came out, the man would draw a line, and the spider would hit that line and not go over it, go around it, and then he'll draw another line, another line. And then it came to the point where the spider acknowledged that all that he sensed, the spider sensed there was a barrier, was not a barrier. It started actually working faster. Every time the person put the line, the spider will overcome it until you couldn't trap the spider no more. That's how we are. I hope that the message was kind of understandable. I know that sometimes I blabber, sometimes I yap. These are things that you could apply in your life in general, and you could also apply it in Palo and in Kisimalongo, and you could use these teachings, these ways that I think and others think, and maybe you yourself think, but you might need that push. Well, here I am. Take that invisible wall out of the way. Think out of the box. Get out of that circle. You can do whatever you want to do. And whatever you put yourself to do and you put your effort to do it, you could do it. You understand? Be safe, guys. Thumb up the video for the algorithm. Salam alaikum alaikum salam kasambe la kutar. I pray you guys have a great day. Blessings. And leave a comment if you feel as though inclined to. Have a great day.